Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Sly here with D. And D, let's check out what ESPN Keyshawn Johnson said about going to get Tom Brady.
But here's my dream scenario for Johnny Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. There's a guy in South Florida who's 45, 46 years old. I'm going to have a conversation with him come free agency, and I'm going to say, hey, you get to ride off into the sunset with essentially the same type of team that you had when you left New England and you went to Tampa. This is what I want you to do. I want you to come play for me in Tampa Bay, Tom. Tom Brady's his name. I got a stout defense. I got a running game. I got one of the most dynamic players in the National Football League on the offensive side of the ball in Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel as number 2. We can upgrade 1 or 2 receiver positions. By the way, we got one of the top tight ends in Kittle. All I need you to do is teach Brock Purdy and Trey Lance how to play football. All I need you for is a year. I just need you for a year. You got the best left tackle in Trent Williams, so you know you're going to be protected. And guess what? Here's the caveat. You were a little boy. Remember that jersey that you wore in Joe Montana? This could be your dream scenario. We could do whatever you want us to do, but we need you in the worst way.
Makes a lot of sense.
All right, man. Hearing that, and then we just heard about our boy Brock Purdy. What do you think, man? Are we finally going to pull the trigger on Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time? What do you think, man?
So, if it was me and I was like John Lynch, I would do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
And there's only, in the free agents, there's only 2 quarterbacks I would really go after.
Jimmy Garoppolo?
Yeah. No, another one's not going to be a popular one for 49er fans, but I still think that this guy's good. The only thing about him is that he's freaking just injury prone, which I know the Niners are never going to get him. I would take a chance on him in the future, but the other guy would be Sam Darnold. But I think he's very solid. I know, because I think injury more though. I just think that with him during the system, he hasn't been on a team that really suits him, and also just injuries. I think injuries it's NFL, so a lot of people think it's super easy, but injuries are dude, it's the number one career enders. And so with that, I still think that he's a good quarterback. He's just not healthy enough, and I don't think he is going to ever show his potential what he could really be. It's just one of those unfortunate tragedies. But they're not going to get Baker Mayfield. Okay, they're not going to get Teddy Bridgewaters. The only guy I would honestly go all in, pull the trigger is Tom Brady, and he's been saying it. He wants to end it in the Bay. That'll take his team growing up, San Francisco. And he's also a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Okay, we haven't had that in a long time, man. We haven't won in almost in 100 years. Yeah. And then that being said, man, that's what we also need. We need champions on our team. We need that veteran presence. There's no one better than him. And just a way his Mamba mentality is he talks about it. He's dude, I came from nothing. In high school, I was on the 0-8 high school, freshman year, he was 0-8. He was late draft in the Wolverines. He went in the 6th round in the draft. No one thought he was gonna be a starter. Outplayed Drew Bledsoe, and since then it's been history. He's been 7-time champion. He's one of the best to ever do it. I think with him being with us, we have everything. We got McCaffrey, we got Deebo, we got Kittle. Ayuk has been playing also amazing. We got one of the best weapons as far as offense. Our defense, I think they're going to add a lot of pieces. Our defense was spectacular. We're the best defensive team this year. I think we're only going to get better as the year goes on. And I think there's no better way, there's no better story than to end it. But that being said, I don't see it happening just because of Kyle Shanahan.
That's
just
true.
because with Kyle Shanahan,
Ego.
Mr. Ego, well, Trey Lance, he didn't have to break his leg. He could have dished it off. Or,
Brock Purdy should have stepped up in the pocket.
Exactly. And with that, he's never going to own up to his mistakes. He's never... he's not going to have a quarterback that's going to be at a higher level than he is. Mr. Shanahan, and I've been saying it all year long, he can never win ugly. He's always got to win pretty. He's always, point intended. He's got to win amazing. He's got to be throwing it every single time. During the Cowboys game, we didn't even fucking run it until Juice said, hey, let's run the ball. Brock Purdy threw it 30 times. We didn't run it till the second half. And why do we do that? Because he wanted to win. He wanted to be the guy like, oh, gunslinging against the Cowboys because I want to be the reason why I win it. And with Tom Brady, it's not about him. It's about like the whole team. He told all his teammates, I don't give a fuck if you're like the first rounder. Motherfucker, I was a sixth rounder. You're going to like pay your dues and you're going to like help like this team win. And that's like exactly the type of person we need in the locker room. But I just don't see it. Him and Shanahan gelling, especially with Brady beating Shanahan. You would think like you wouldn't want that in your locker room being like, I can't believe I had to coach this guy who beat me. Like, what am I going to teach him, you know? And so with that, I just don't see it just because of Kyle Shanahan. But if I was John Lynch, like, and even like Jed York, like I would like do everything I can just to pull that trigger. Like that's like a guy like I would want on our team. And I really believe if he was with us, we would stop fucking doing the QB runs. We would actually have a thrower instead of having Jimmy G and Brock Purdy throw in it 30 times a game. We would actually have a guy who could throw the ball. And then because we could throw the ball, guess who's going to be having more runs? McCaffrey, maybe Eli Mitchell will not get hurt. And so with that, like I think our offense would be gelling. And then it would also help our defense. We had the number one defense, but why did we lose? Also, I know a lot of things went wrong against the Eagles, but what happened with our defense against the Eagles where they're always on the field? Man, because we couldn't stay on, we couldn't make anything going. And so just with that, like I just think that I will pull the trigger on Tom Brady. That's my guy.
So after we lost the Super Bowl 2019, I was the biggest fan. Go get Brady. It's that simple. We'll win the Super Bowl with Brady. But what happened? Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch. No, we got Jimmy G. You know, we would have won a Super Bowl. We would have won at least one freaking Super Bowl by now. And then same exact shit happened. You know, Patrick Mahomes didn't want Patrick. A lot of guys we could have had, we didn't have. Now this is the time. Should the Niners do it? We saw what happened with Brock Purdy today. UCL at least 6 months. Trey Lance, we don't know when he's going to be ready. And honestly, I don't know if management was even impressed with him just because they went in, they kept Jimmy G, they brought him back. They're like, oh, Jimmy, hey, come back, you know, just in case. So I don't even know if they're 100% on Trey Lance right now. If there's a time to go get Tom Brady, it's got to be now, man. And I say do it. 100% do it, man. Put all your chips in, especially now that we have two quarterbacks that are hurt and no quarterback can stay healthy this year. Jimmy D couldn't stay healthy. Trey Lance couldn't stay healthy. Brock Purdy in the playoffs couldn't stay healthy. Tom Brady, one thing he does, he stays healthy. He get that ball, hikes it, quick release, ready to go. And I think he still has it. To me personally, I think their freaking defense sucked this year. Yeah, they were horrible. They had the worst ranked. They had the worst ranked rush offense. When you can't run the damn ball, you're screwed. So you'll be throwing it 50 times a game, and that's a recipe for a disaster. We have the team right now. Go all in. It's like not that hard, but we overthink shit. You know. Kyle Shanahan right now, he's got to go, what am I going to do? Am I going to be Mr. Eagle all my career and never win a damn Super Bowl? Or am I going to finally be like, you know what? Fine, man, let's just do it. Let's just try to win this damn Super Bowl. If that happens, if Tom Brady goes to the Niners, I think we'll be favorite in Vegas. I think we'll be the favorite to win it in Vegas. I think Tom Brady still has it. And you got to do it, man. You got to do it, especially with these question marks at quarterback where these guys are hurt. We don't know if they're going to be back in August, September. We need to win in September. That's been our Achilles heel, losing in September, having to go on the road during the playoffs. Nah, man, let's have home field advantage at Levi Stadium in the NFC Championship game like we had in 2019. Let's do it, man. Absolutely no question. Tom Brady still has it. I think he still has it.
Yeah, I think he still has it.
And he's going to want to play.
Even if we don't get the home field advantage, who else would you want on your team? Like who can't play away?
Yeah,
he could play in the snow. He could play in the rain. He could play in sunny weather. He could do it all, and because he has the experience in it. And so, like even like if we don't even get the home court advantage, like that's a guy I was like feel a lot comfortable because that was like one of the things with Jimmy G was like, can he like play in the cold? Can he play away? Can Purdy play away? Like, what's gonna happen when these guys are at that level? Trey Lance hasn't even played a whole season, so it's like, what can like he do like as a starter, like in away games? And so with Tom Brady, like that's a guy definitely like I would want as far as experience wise. And even when they won the Super Bowl, their defense wasn't like really like that elite. That's a lot of big names, but like he pretty much like helped win that game with like his weapons. And I just have a feeling just like how him and Gronk were. before, I could just see him and Kittle,
Kittle, oh, yeah.
just gelling.
On fire.
And if you guys didn't like see the games like where they were against, you brought their defense against the Cowboys, how they were just horrible. But even the offense, Mike Evans, Marquise Goodwin, like they were dropping a lot of passes. Like, and that old Julio Jones was like really like stepping it up. And then Fournette really didn't even do much. But with us, like I have a feeling like with Debo, with Kittle being his best option, with McCaffrey, I know he would freaking love McCaffrey as well too. And so just with like those weapons like alone, like I just feel like there's no better like person that you would want as quarterback, and he has so many weapons that like just go all in. The only thing I will say that really stops it is Kyle Shanahan, just because I don't know why this guy loves like his ego, but I don't know why he loves these mobile quarterbacks and like why he runs it with them like every single time. It just is dumb, you know. I would rather him be like his dad and like go for like the Kirk Cousins, you know what I mean? Like type of quarterback. But even then, it's just like that's the only reason why I don't like, if they don't sign him, it's because of that guy alone. But other than that, like there's no better person that you want as far as experience. I really believe like he's with us, we'll win the Super Bowl. And again, just like I've been saying it before, I don't see the Rams. They're still going to be a little bit banged up, especially the Cardinals. We don't know how Kyler Murray's going to return, how he's going to like be, because a lot of the times when they get those ACL like injuries, like a lot of the times those mobile quarterbacks aren't the same. And the Seahawks, I still think the Seahawks will be solid. Pete Carroll's, he's an amazing coach. But even like then, like I believe the door is wide open for us to win the division. And so with Brady as our quarterback, like I think we would be like one of the favorites.
And Kyle Shanahan's best offensive, being an offensive coordinator, game caller, was when he was with the Atlanta Falcons with a guy who wasn't mobile in Matt Ryan. That was his best year. Obviously, he choked in the Super Bowl against Tom Brady. You know, so imagine you have Tom Brady. But honestly, Tom Brady, there's a question, is he going to retire? Tom Brady ain't going to retire. Tom Brady, he got a divorce. You think he's going to get like, I'm going to keep playing football, play for one more year, and then get a divorce for one more year? Nah, hell no. He's going to play for 3-4 more years. And he wants to, man. This is what he wanted this whole time. This is where he wanted to be 3 years ago. But, you know, Kyle Shanahan said no. Now the fans are starting to get on Kyle like, dude, what the hell? We haven't went back to the Super Bowl. Got to do something, and I think our fan base would be rejuvenated. I know right now all of us are hurting after what happened in the NFC Championship game, but you give us Tom Brady, man, we're back at it, and we're gonna be at the games. We're gonna be on fire because Tom Brady's with us to go, and he still make those plays, man. Even the playoffs, he was throwing some dimes, you know. But their defense sucks. When you have the worst running attack, you're gonna look normal, and that's how we look. The year before that, man, when they lost to the Rams in the divisional rounds, Tom Brady almost won the MVP. It was between him and Rodgers. They were both on fire. So you're telling me Tom Brady's done after that 1 year where he was almost the best player in the NFL? Get Tom Brady, man. It's not that hard. 25 million, 26 million. As long as we do that, man, hell, we have plenty of cap. The cap space just went up, you know? So we have a chance. This window right here is short, man. We think what? George Kittle is going to turn 30 like next year or whatever. You got to do it right now, man. All these guys, Fred Warner, 27, 20, they're starting to hit that peak. So it's time right now. Be waiting around. Oh, is Trey Lance the guy? Is Brock Purdy the guy? I don't know. They're both hurt, but screw that, man. Go get Tom Brady. Win this Super Bowl finally. You know, so we could shut up guys like Ramili and these guys out there. They're like, these guys haven't won forever. Do it, man. It just makes sense. It makes too much sense, but are they going to do it? I think John Lynch's got to grow some balls and be like, Kyle, this is Tom Brady. He's out there. He wanted to play with us. This is his childhood team. He was there for the catch. He wants to be here. He still has it. So,
and I still think to this day, I know a lot of people say it was like Fitzpatrick, but I also think part of it was also Jimmy G when he was like, "You're sticking with that fucking guy, like that motherfucker, like you're sticking with him." Like I think a lot of it also was Jimmy G, just because just over the years from like players saying like how he was hurt and he didn't want to go back in when he could have played, and as much as like Kyle Shanahan like loves Jimmy G, and like as much as like I thought like he was like pretty like solid like this year as far as like what happened with Trey Lance, like I thought he did what he could, you know, as far as like keeping us like winning. Like he's not going to be our Super Bowl winning quarterback. I don't think he's the guy. And so when you're getting Tom Brady there, it's like, come on, you got to put your ego aside.
And Tom, Brady would he would help out these young quarterbacks. Look at what he did with Jimmy G. Jimmy G looked amazing when he was with New England, and Brissett looked like a freaking franchise quarterback. All these quarterbacks, when Tom Brady got hurt for like I think one time in his career, he always made these quarterbacks better. So
and then also during that time he was suspended for the 4 games.
For the 4 games. That's when he was suspended.
Yeah, so he was suspended. So those guys are doing good, and people had never heard of them. But I'd never heard of Jimmy G before that.
And they all got fat contracts because Tom Brady. Tom Brady's gonna make Brock Purdy better. He's gonna make Trey Lance better. He's gonna tell him, okay, this is what I see in the locker room. Who wouldn't want that, man? Who wouldn't want that? And then, so I think it's a win-win situation, man. You do it. Brock Purdy, they're 23 years old. Trey Lance, 22. These guys are young bucks, man. And 2-3 years, they're going to be ready to go. It's going to be like the Steve Young scenario. Yeah. You can have this veteran quarterback and these young guys. Whoever wants the job after, it's yours. But you just got to listen to Brady in the room because he's going to show, okay, this guy, you got to go here because boop, 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 these linebackers, I already know where to go. It makes too much sense, man. It makes too much sense. Kyle Shanahan, don't fuck this up, man. Yeah. Don't F this up. You hear me right now? I'm serious right now. I'm tired of these NFC Championship game losses. We need a quarterback. We need a quarterback that's going to stay healthy and going to take us home. Because you think just because of play calling, come on, man. This play calling, it's the players that make it happen. And I don't know, man.
I hated Kyle Shanahan for 6 years. I've been on him for 6 months. If he signs Brady, I'll stop talking shit about Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
I'll end it then.
Oh, no.
But until then, though, he's the guy that I want to get rid of the most.
All right, guys.
Bring back Harbaugh.
That's what we got, guys. What do you think? I know a lot of people, it's a sticky situation. A lot of people want to stay with the young guys, keep doing what we're doing. Me, I say change it up. It's been 28 years. Go get the GOAT. It's that simple. Let's get that 6th ring. Change it up. We've been doing the same shit for 20
We stick with the young bucks. I'm just gonna apply for the next number 2 banjo man because it's gonna be a while before we win it all. So I'm gonna grow out my beard and I'm gonna be there at the games because it's gonna be on next 100 year before we win it all.
Oh, yeah, so fun, man. I say go all in, do it, man. Do it. Tom Brady, I think he still has it a lot in the tank, and with this offense, with these guys, George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, and you know what? One more thing. The thing I think he's going to do, he's going to elevate Deebo Samuel because he's going to be calling him, hey, what are you doing? Are you still eating those cheesy fries I see you posting on IG? Or are you still eating that mac and cheese? No, that's bullshit. You need to get yourself to the gym, put that stuff down, let's win the Super Bowl. That's what he does. If you ever seen that thing, Tom versus Time, whatever, he would always get on the receivers. How much do you weigh? Whatever. He does that. He takes accountability. And Deebo came in a little chubby. He came in chubby.
Yeah, he was chubby, yeah.
And that's not right, man. He needs to come in shape. And Tom Brady's someone that will motivate everybody. Everybody will do those extra workouts in the offseason because we got Tom Brady, we got the GOAT, and they're in love with them. Remember after the game, everyone was signing autographs and stuff, doing this stuff for him. If he says something, they'll do it. Go do it, baby.
Let's do it.
But that's what we got, man. Let us know what you guys think. Should we Niners get Tom Brady, bring him to the Bay Area, bring him back, or just go with the same thing? Let us know down below. Make sure to like this video, comment, subscribe. Talk to you guys next time. Peace.